He thought he could get away with anything. A drunk tourist, bloated with arrogance and alcohol, believed he was the king of London. He mocked, provoked, and even shoved his filthy finger right into the face of the royal guardsman, convinced the soldier had no choice but to endure it. But on this day, patience was running thin. A regular London afternoon. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. And then he appeared. Chubby, a massive, bloated tourist, resembling a walking warehouse of hamburgers and beer. He clearly didn't care about anything anymore. He staggered, breathing heavily, and reeked of alcohol so strongly that passers-by wrinkled their noses from several feet away. His eyes were bloodshot like an enraged bull's, and his face bore a smug grin. He moved slowly but deliberately, like a ship that had lost control. "All right, let's take a good look at this freak of nature," he bellowed, marching toward the guardsman, who stood as still as a stone statue. People in the crowd murmured, some pulling out their phones. They knew the circus was about to begin. Ziorbus stopped in front of the guardsman, swaying as if he was about to topple over. He stared at him and then, smirking crookedly, shouted, "Oh, so you're not even real, just a statue, huh? A guy in a costume. What, cat, got your tongue?" The crowd fell silent. Some chuckled, but most looked uneasy. The guardsman didn't flinch. But that wasn't enough for Ziorbus. The tourist took another step forward. Now he was practically hovering over the guardsman, face to face. The stench of alcohol was so intense that even a random pedestrian on the other side of the street might have gone blind from the sheer concentration of fumes. "Come on, blink." Ziorbus blew a puff of booze-laced breath right into the guardsman's face. The guardsman remained motionless. "Oh, so you're just a puppet, huh? A mannequin," the tourist hollered. "And I pay taxes. Well, I mean, my money. I bought a ticket to this damn London. I'm the boss here." The crowd started whispering among themselves. Some filmed the scene while others shook their heads in disapproval. That still wasn't enough for Ziorbus. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a crumpled 5-pound note. "Here you go, buddy. A tip for you," he sneered, dramatically dropping the bill in front of the guardsman and letting out a booming laugh. "Pick it up. Pick it up. You know you want the money." The guardsman stood still, unmoved. Ziorbus frowned. He was waiting for a reaction but got nothing, so he took it up a notch. The tourist slowly lifted his hairy, greasy hand, grinning, and shoved his finger right into the guardsman's face. "Come on, show me you're not a puppet," he taunted, and then he grabbed the guardsman's face. That was the breaking point. The crowd gasped. People froze in shock. Ziorbus pinched the guardsman's skin between his fingers, stretching it like dough. And then the unexpected happened. The guardsman, who had been holding back for the past 10 minutes, suddenly stepped forward, pushing straight into the tourist's chest. Ziorbus stumbled backward, caught off guard. "Step back immediately," came the guardsman's booming, authoritative voice. The crowd gasped again. Some even started clapping, but Ziorbus wasn't done. "Oh, so you do talk. Finally," he roared. "And what are you gonna do, huh? Blink at me? Call your mommy?" He stepped forward again. And at that moment, the guardsman raised his rifle and pointed it directly at the tourist. Ziorbus froze. A heavy silence fell. The crowd was motionless, cameras recording every second, but no one dared to intervene. Ziorbus suddenly realized he had gone too far. His face turned pale and he swallowed hard. Come on, man, I was just, he stammered, stepping back slowly. But the guardsman didn't budge, his rifle still raised. At that moment, 2 police officers rushed over. "Sir, you need to leave the premises immediately," one of them said firmly. "What?" "Oh, come on, guys, I'm a tourist." Ziorbus whined, but the officers had already grabbed him by the arms, escorting him away. The crowd erupted in laughter, some even applauded. "Now, that was a show," one of the bystanders called out. "What a disgrace," another muttered. Ziorbus, now suddenly sober, trudged away in shame while the first videos were already hitting social media with headlines like, "Tourist grabs Guardsman's face. It was the worst mistake of his life." And the Guardsman? He calmly adjusted his uniform, straightened up, and froze again, as if nothing had happened. Just another day in London.